Hi everyone, I'm Tori. I'm an adult doll collector and I create videos for other doll collectors and doll enthusiasts to enjoy. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you're not new, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to be changing a couple of my Reborn art dolls, and we are going to be addressing a situation / controversial topic in the Reborn doll community. As always, I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below, but always keep it respectful. I want to know, do you feel like this artist is bullying? Here on the screen, I'm going to show you the posts from this artist who is upset that one of their dolls is now being sold for a higher price than they sold it for. I'm going to read these to you for those of you who may not be looking at the screen, or for those of you who cannot see the screen. So we're going to read those, and then I'm going to share with you my thoughts and opinions on the matter. Just a warning, there is mild language in these quotes from this artist. Quote, "I will always emphasize this. If you see one of my dolls being sold secondhand, ask me the original price. Someone is upcharging a doll I sold by $300. Don't get taken advantage of. This will always piss me off. I try to keep my dolls reasonably priced, and then people think it's ethical to profit off of my work. I'm going to start blocking these assholes." End quote. And here is the second quote. "If you see him floating out there, it's a pickle I made. I sold him for $550 with a belly plate. Someone, who I don't even think is the original owner, is attempting to sell him for $850. End quote. In my opinion, this crosses so many lines as an artist and just as a person in the doll community. This is borderline bullying. There are so many factors that go into the value of a doll. Once a doll leaves an artist, the value may go up for multiple reasons, including what sculpt the doll is, if the sculpt is now sold out and it's a limited edition and highly sought after, if there has been a large box opening or wardrobe added to the doll, has the doll had any work done, such as rooting added or varnish added, etc. There are so many factors to take into account. Also, whether you're an artist or a collector, if you sell a doll, then that is no longer your property. You have no control over what somebody else does with the doll or what they sell it for. I personally do not agree with scalpers and resellers, people who buy up limited edition sculpts just to resell them, or buy up dolls just to mark up the price to resell them for profit. But I don't think that that is what is going on in this particular situation. The artist doesn't even know if the person selling the doll is the original owner. Also, this is art. If an art piece is very well done, a lot of times art will go up in value. When we're talking about this particular sculpt, the Pickle by Nikki Johnston, it is very highly sought after and now sold out. Everybody wants an authentic pickle. This sculpt is so popular that tons of counterfeits have been made. But because it's so popular, now that it's sold out, it's worth more money. It's more valuable. A pickle sculpt with a belly plate for $850 in this current time in the doll community is actually a pretty decent price. Also, we don't know what the current owner of the doll paid for the doll. What if, since they're not the original owner, what if they paid more for the doll? Or again, what if they added work to the doll or a bigger wardrobe and that's why they're selling it for the higher price? Artists cannot expect that each owner of the doll, as the doll goes on to its second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, even 10th owner, they cannot expect those people to come back to them and say, "Hey, how much did you sell this doll for?" This is not professional at all. What this could do to this artist's business is make people scared to even own their dolls. The bottom line is that if the doll doesn't belong to you anymore, then you lose all control of what someone does with that doll. I believe that this artist is bordering on bullying because, number one, this artist is trying to sabotage this seller's sale by telling everyone what they sold the doll for and basically telling people, "I'm going to bully anybody who sells a doll that I painted for more than I sold it for." We don't know why this person is selling this doll right now either. What if they have an emergency that they really need money for? Now the artist, who they didn't even buy the doll from in the first place, is trying to sabotage their sale. Of course, it's possible that this seller is just selling the doll for what they feel it's worth in this current market, and that's okay too. This is really just a basics of how any hobby market works, or any other market for that matter. And at the end of the day, it is up to each buyer to discern whether or not they themselves value that doll or that piece of artwork or whatever it is. If they value it to the price that the seller is asking, to pay that. And again, I don't agree with scalpers and resellers, people who do this just to make a profit. I don't like that at all, and I see that as morally wrong, but other people do not feel the same way. I am only in control of my own actions. So if I don't agree with what someone else is doing, then if I speak about the matter on my platform, I better be professional and nice and respectful about it. Because if I am not, then I can reap the consequences of that. There's a difference between sharing your opinion respectfully and kindly and addressing things that you feel hurts the doll community. And then there's just straight up bullying, being disrespectful, and being unkind because we let our feelings run away with us. I feel that what this artist decided to put out there was wrong and hurtful, so I decided to share my opinion about that respectfully, as I feel that this could benefit the doll community. There have been other artists who have felt the same and have felt the need to bully their customers. Sometimes we have to stand up and say, "Hey, this is wrong," but we can always do it respectfully. And I feel like that is what this artist should have done if they felt so strongly about this topic. Thank you all for watching, and please leave your thoughts in the comments below, respectfully, of course.